I'm so happy about that. Um, so let's envision. Let's play pretend. Okay. So there's going to have to be a meeting with JD Vance and cackling Kamala. How do you think that's going to go?
Kamala actually, Pence like Kamala Hamler. She looked over and says, "I'm talking, Mr. Vice President. I'm talking." You wouldn't have
Yeah,
gotten
I
if I
saw
had been
that.
debating
It's
her. She would
stupid.
have never gotten away with that. Of course, I
Yeah.
wasn't able to get elected, but if I'd been on, she would never have gotten away with that with me. I say, you don't have any more right to talk than I do, and I'm going to tell you what I've got to say. Pence just backed down. He's like a coward. JD Vance ain't going to do that.
Mm-mm.
JD Vance is so much sharper than Kamala Harris that it won't even be a fair fight if they wind up debating. So we'll see how that turns out. But give us one more thing to look forward to in the fall. Now, the real question is whether or not Biden will actually debate again. He says that he will. September's around the corner. But that's a real risk for him to try that again.
Trump invited him for a little golf match out there. He turned it down. I
Well,
thought he was supposed to be great and wonderful. He was going to beat the daylights out of Trump. I mean, why not? I would. It'd be fun.
It's interesting. There's been at least one physician, a Democrat physician, come on NBC saying that there's no question that Biden has Parkinson's. Right after the assassination attempt on Trump, Biden comes out alongside Kamala on one side, and he's got Merrick Garland on the other side, who should be fired, by the way, and then Mayorkas just to the right, to our right of Garland, who should also be fired. Biden makes a few remarks. He does okay reading the teleprompter this time, but when he walks out, if you look at his hands are frozen in the air, kind of like this. They're just frozen.
Well, the way you walked off was almost like Frankenstein's monster. I mean,
but we've had physicians say that's a classic sign of Parkinson's, and the problem with Parkinson's is it can affect mental acuity and recall. And I'm no doctor, but we know something's not right with him. And we know he has better days and worse days. But even on his best day, he's about as bland as a stale jug of Clorox. So his bland day is a win for him. In other words, if he comes out and reads the teleprompter without stumbling, or if he gets through, an hour like he did in his press conference at NATO without major stumbles, although he did call Kamala Harris Vice President Trump, and he called Zelensky President Putin. He did all that.
I couldn't believe that. I was when I heard that, I thought, no, somebody's making this up.
Yeah. So he has these major stumbles. If Trump had done that, think what the liberal press would have done.
Oh my God.
But my point is that if he is low on mistakes, if his mistake level, if his major gaffes are low, that is a win for him. But that's a very low bar. In other words, mistake-free mediocrity, or few mistakes, and is mediocre, and a mediocre performance is the best he can do. It's a low bar. He can't inspire anybody. He can't persuade anybody, and his policies are killing the country. So, hey, but the Democrats created this mess. Let them see how they can figure to get out of it.
This is nothing new, Don. Okay, so he claims back in the 70s, when he ran for president another time, that he actually had 2 degrees and he finished at the top of the class. We've discussed this several times.
Yeah.
Why would you vote for someone who graduated at the bottom of his class, which was the truth?
Well, you're right, Donna. He's had a history of being a prevaricator, a lifelong liar. He stole campaign speech directly from Neil Kinnock when he tried to run for president back in the late 70s, as I recall, early 80s, somewhere in there. He just stole the speech verbatim. But the Democrats, and I had this discussion with someone else, their modus operandi is to lie, and lie some more. If you repeat a lie enough, it will be believed. Maybe it was Hitler that said, but it was actually the Nazis who said that you repeat a lie enough, it will be believed. Goebbels, I believe it was, I'm thinking out loud. And that's what the Democrats do. They just repeat lies. They're able to do it. You know that he graduated in the lower part of his class. You know that. And you know that he's lying. But they know that the low information voter is pervasive. They know there are millions of people that sit in front of CNN and basically lap up what they're told. And the Democrats play that. They'll lie to preserve power.